in Plainfield, and it's not really the safest street. So if we can use crosswalk interventions, painting interventions, things like that to showcase the importance of how art can impact traffic safety and all these other different things, then it pushes the needle forward for other communities to maybe start to rethink about what are some other traffic calming mechanisms. These crosswalks are temporary, obviously, and they're really great to look at, but they're also they're temporary in nature because there's something new that the city is trying to pilot. It was at one point we weren't allowed to paint crosswalks at all because of people with vision impairment, and it's not that we want kids to get hit in the streets. It's not that we want people who have vision impairment to not be able to cross safely. We want to make sure that they have access to everything. So how can we bring everybody together as stakeholders and talk about what can we do as a community and what shouldn't we do as a community?
I love that. And you are bringing the community back together. Again, we're looking at some of those crosswalks right now because you need to maintain this stuff because it is all exposed to the elements and to traffic and things like that. So let's talk about this project and how everyone else can get involved.
Yeah, so the Amway team has a day of caring, and it's on August 5th. That day is going to be really great for us because we have 70 plus volunteers from their team, plus anybody else from the community who wants to come out, who will be working with the artists to finish these crosswalks. The paint for the crosswalks is vastly different than any other kind of paint, so it's pretty challenging. Actually, can concur.
Right.
But we're also painting some basketball courts. So we have Briggs Park's basketball court as well as Coit, and those are about, once again, the kids are playing on those courts. Can we get the kids to come play, and can we get volunteers to come maybe assist these artists that are painting these very, very, very large pieces? They're 4,700 square feet.
Wow.
And we want kids to be able to play on the court tomorrow. So the goal is get the courts painted as fast as we can. There's also a Candyland game on Plainfield that will be reactivating, so there will be a lending library at Ivy Rehab with a deck of cards where you can play the Candyland game along Plainfield Avenue too. So.
Very cool. And so let's talk about other ways the community can support the work that you're doing. You guys have some patronicity campaigns going on, and so giving is always welcome, right?
Yes, yeah. We use projects like these and matches, like we were using the Neighborhood Match Fund from Grand Rapids, America Walks, AARP was supporting this one. So, and then the state has this dollar for dollar match. So when we look at projects at this large of a scope, they're expensive. Creatives need to be paid,
right?
Especially if they're going to be in the hot sun with like molten lava paint, like they need to be paid to do their work. So how do we make sure that all of these community members can push these social missions forward, and then we can actually raise the appropriate amount of funding for the right kind of paint and supplies, the right kind of creatives? This dollar for dollar match gives us that opportunity, so we kind of bundle all of our projects in an area into one so that we can make as most impact as we can.
Absolutely. And Hannah talks about, Ashley, you know, it is hard work that you're doing outside in the middle of summer painting these, but what brings you joy about being able to share your artwork in this way?
It's definitely the public aspect of seeing how your artwork affects other people, and you never know how people are going to interact with that art whatsoever until they show up. Some people are often very thankful. They love to like meet the person who painted. Oh, hey, I know the person who painted it, and being able to share that opportunity, but then also seeing people kind of have fun with them. Sometimes people, like with my mural specifically, there were spaces in between, and I noticed some of the kids at the After Dark Market were kind of doing hopscotch with it, and that was fun. And you weren't anticipating that, but you never know.
Right.
And it's fun to see how people interpret what you're making and how they anticipate it, how they enjoy it, and not knowing their creative thoughts, how they're going about it. So it's always exciting to see, and I love being able to contribute in some way to the community. You always want to give back to your local community, and being able to use my creative talent to do that is just a very thankful opportunity for me.
Well, we are thankful for you and for you. Thank you both so much for being here and for all you do to make our community a better place. You want to learn more about how you can get involved, lionsrabbits.com for all the information. There's a link to the patronicity campaign if you'd like to donate, but also you can show up August 5th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. the Creston neighborhood. Lots of projects to get involved with.